I'm Sophie Mitchell, I'm a photographer. I photograph about 15 weddings a year, about 20 families, about 15 events, and probably about between 5 and 10 commercial shoots. Anything from TV, I do stuff for UNICEF, I do stuff for UCL, and it's mostly branding photography. I came to Huga because as a photographer I had lots of different types of clients and I needed 2 distinct websites, one for my family photography and one for my weddings. So what I did is I sat down with Soren, we thrashed out everything that I needed, which was a lot of galleries, there's a lot of content. I also needed a lot of support because working the back end of a website when you shoot at least 50 shoots a year is not high on the agenda. You know, doing blog posts is really difficult. When you're working 60 hours a week, the last thing you want to do is be posting. You want someone else to deal with it so that when your clients come to your website, it's slick. They know exactly where to look for prices and fees. They know how to look at past shoots. They know how to contact you. They know how to look at your blog, and it's all really quick and easy. And I was pretty clueless and they just kind of did it. They were quick, they were easy to work with. There's a lot of content. Photographers have a huge amount of content and they got on with it. I mean, I threw a lot at them, and I think photographers also were quite fastidious. Even though I'm a very laid back person, when it comes to the images and it comes to how I'm representing myself, I'm quite fastidious. And Soren, bless him, took it, even though I could dish it out. But we, you know, and they can work with that kind of client. Photographers are a very specific, creative kind of client, and I think not all web designers can work with other creatives necessarily, but they're definitely a design team who can work with creatives and work with a lot of content, because there is a lot of content when you get graphic designers, photographers, you know, anyone working in fashion, there's always content and they can handle it. I'd definitely recommend them, definitely.
As we all know, shopping is coming away from the high street and it's going more online. And it's the future. Doesn't matter what anybody says, it's the future. Now, about 2011, I knew that I had done as much as I could do in my space. And I was listening to a lot of other boutique owners telling me they're all going online, this is it, and what you have to do. And there was a great mad rush for people to go online. And I think my experience told me, and also listening, is I didn't want to have a mad rush. I wanted to start off slowly, and I needed to find somebody that could interpret what I do and put that interpretation online somehow. I didn't know how to do that, and I listened to a lot of people. Some of them wanted a lot of money, some of them were not interested, some of them tried to tell me what I wanted. The thing is, I know what I wanted, I just needed to ask the right questions to the right people. So in 2011, I think it was around that time, I found Huga. He rocked up on his motorbike outside my boutique. All the women fled, shrieks of laughter. Soren got it straight away, which was he knew what we wanted. He could see where we were going. He could see my passion for what my business is. And he has helped me construct a website that is simple, not too fussy, easily managed, because I would say to Soren, I don't know really, I don't shop online, I don't know how it works. Please, could you design something for idiots like me? And so that is what he's done. Before, when I looked at the idea, I was not getting the information I wanted. I wasn't getting things done in the time I wanted. That's another thing. This sort of trade, once you have something online, it's gone straight away. And you can't hang around for 3 to 4 weeks for putting something else online because it's already gone. So also, if there's little tweaks, I would email or text any time of the day, really. Probably annoyed a lot of people most of the time, I'm sure, put my hands up to it. But my business is important to me. And I'm sure any of you out there who's looking at the possibility of putting your business online, it's a big step, it's an expensive step, and you need to make sure you get the right people behind you.
Hello there, this is Sarah Jane McKechnie.
And I'm David Pullen, and together we are McKechnie Pullen Limited, and our job is to do exactly what we're doing here now. It's to help people in business to make the most of their spoken communication, whether it's in leadership, in pitches, in change management, in sales. It's anything where people have to speak to another human being and make the most of that situation.
When we first met CERN, it was because of the fact that we desperately needed our website to stop just being a brochure online and to actually have some kind of interaction and be bigger and better than it was. Having said that, we didn't want something hugely expansive. When we came in to meet the team at Huga, I was just so impressed by the fact that what they did was really listen. And they really wanted to find out about us and find out what we wanted. And they weren't trying to put our ideas into a package that they'd already done. We came, didn't we, with quite a few ideas, like we had photographs.
Yes, you did.
that we wanted to use, and colours that were already in our brand. And they worked really well with us to devise a website that we felt very happy with.
And great tea.
Yeah, really good tea.
So when we looked around at what was available, I mean, there are lots of people doing corporate websites, but actually we wanted something a little bit more interesting, and as Sarah Jane said, reflective of our brand, and that's when we were recommended Huga.